Good morning, this is Carly Kovacic with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City. Welcome to the weekly weather briefing for the week of April 9th. So the story of this week has been the isolated to scattered thunderstorm chances, and that's going to continue into today. Shown here on the left are the high-resolution models. They are showing isolated thunderstorm development this afternoon going into the evening. The one on the bottom left is a little bit more aggressive than the others. You could argue it's a bit overdone, but overall they are showing the chance of some isolated development this afternoon. We are going to go ahead and carry a 20 to 30% chance in our forecast, and you can see that on the image on the right. There's really nothing in the upper levels of the atmosphere to enhance thunderstorm development, but there's going to be plenty of instability this afternoon and evening just from the warm temperatures and the moderate dew points in the lower 60s. There's going to be enough instability present today to warrant the possibility of a strong or isolated severe thunderstorm. This is not expected to be widespread, and anything that does form should dissipate after sunset, and we're going to see a lull in the action until a cold front approaches on Friday. The Storm Prediction Center has outlined northwest Georgia with the marginal risk for severe weather for the day one outlook. This is valid for today and tonight. You can see that in the middle image. The dark green represents the marginal risk, and it does clip northwest Georgia. The majority of the severe weather today is expected to remain to our northwest across the slight and enhanced risk areas. However, the marginal threat is intended to cover for the approach of a cold front very late tonight into early tomorrow morning. This front is going to be associated with a line of thunderstorms that have formed along it. The main threats for our area are going to include damaging winds and hail. I've included the probability for damaging wind and hail from the Storm Prediction Center on this slide as well. You can see that northwest Georgia does fall into the 5% category. The tornado threat is not shown here because it did not include Georgia. The tornado threat is going to be existing in the enhanced and slight risk areas for today. However, still be sure to stay tuned to the latest forecast information and do have a severe weather plan ready. The main focus of this briefing is going to be the approach of the cold front that is currently located over the southern plains. Shown on the top is the image from the Storm Prediction Center's Day 2 outlook, which is valid for tomorrow during the day and tomorrow overnight. You can see that all of Georgia is included in this risk, with North Georgia and South Georgia in a marginal risk, and portions of North Georgia into Central Georgia in a slight risk, which is a slight upgrade from a marginal risk, thus indicating a slightly higher potential for severe thunderstorms. Again, this is going to be associated with the cold front. This cold front is going to approach northwest Georgia around sunrise on Friday with a line of storms expected to be ongoing along it. And you can see the images on the bottom represent one high-resolution model. You can see the simulated radar reflectivity for Friday morning shown on the left and the simulated radar reflectivity for Friday afternoon shown on the right. These storms that form along this front could be strong to severe, posing mostly a wind and hail threat. Again, tornadoes seem very unlikely. As this front approaches, instability is going to increase ahead of it across the remainder of north and central Georgia. Although the best dynamics are going to remain well north of our state and cloud cover could be an issue, daytime temperatures and ample moisture should sufficiently destabilize the atmosphere. Some wind shear is also likely going to aid in storm development and organization to where a few discrete severe storms are possible during the afternoon out ahead of the front. Again, expecting mainly a wind and hail threat with this, tornadoes do not seem to be an issue at the moment. This front should sweep through during the overnight hours on Friday, and the severe threat is going to gradually diminish. Dry conditions are going to prevail behind this cold front on Saturday. We're not expecting a cool down as high temperatures across the area are still going to range from the 70s to the 80s as a surface high works its way towards the area. Shown here are two longer range models, one on the left, one on the right, and you can see that they differ slightly on some lingering moisture across the southern portion of our area. Generally, they agree pretty well on dry conditions across north and most of central Georgia. However, the model on the left wants to keep some lingering moisture a little bit further north than the other one. We'll monitor this if you have some outdoor plans. However, it looks at this point like it's mostly going to be some cloud cover, maybe some isolated showers still going on in that area. Instability looks pretty weak at this point, so we're not expecting any thunderstorms. Again, mainly just some lingering cloud and shower activity down there. For the most part, Sunday looks like a nice day as well. We are going to begin to see some moisture increase throughout the day, mainly in the form of cloud cover, but can't rule out some shower development later in the day. A weak wedge is also going to be building in on Sunday as a surface high pressure begins to move offshore. This is going to keep temperatures a tad bit cooler on Sunday, with highs generally ranging in the 70s. However, some portions of the northeast Georgia mountains may not make it out of the upper 60s. Looking like another active weather week across the area next week. A storm system is going to be developing near the Baja California region. This is going to pump moisture eastward towards the southeastern U.S. In addition to that, the surface high pressure that's going to be moving offshore is going to create a wind flow pattern that's going to bring more Gulf moisture towards the area. This is going to lead to warm, moist, and unstable conditions at least through midweek next week. So we're going to introduce daily shower and thunderstorm potential because of this activity. At this point, it does not look like severe weather is going to be an issue. However, it's something we will be monitoring as time goes on. In summary, isolated thunderstorms are possible this afternoon into this evening. There's going to be enough instability from the warm daytime temperatures and the moderate dew points that we could see an isolated strong or severe thunderstorm, but again, not expecting anything to be widespread. The main story is going to be the cold front that's going to approach very early on Friday. Severe storms are possible with this. We're expecting a line of storms along this front, with the possibility of discrete cells forming ahead of the front with the instability that's going to be present. Wind and hail are going to be the main threats associated with both the line of storms and the possible discrete cells ahead of this. Tornadoes seem very unlikely. The ingredients just are not there. The front is going to move through Friday night into Saturday. We're expecting a mostly dry weekend. There could be some lingering moisture across the far southern portion of our forecast area. Saturday looks like the best day between the two. We're going to start to see some increasing moisture on Sunday. Still expecting an active weather pattern next week. We got the storm system developing near the Baja area that's going to bring some moisture into our area. We also are going to see that Gulf moisture begin to increase as well. This is going to act to fuel thunderstorm development, most likely each afternoon through midweek next week.